up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow co-hosts, Dorian, the D.A. Albreton, James, the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, Daryl D-Dub Warren, and Dan K, the Hockey Dude. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please be advised that there may be some colorful and explicit language. The Sports Chasers are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another episode, another Thursday of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Thursday it is. Hey, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also
5-star
to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us that five-star review. 5-star review. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel on the YouTube side. We appreciate all those that have been doing that. The show's growing. We're very happy about things that are going on with the show. And listen, we're going to be getting bigger and better. And we appreciate those that are on the journey with us, because it's definitely been a journey. I love it. The guys love it. This has been for real. This has been great, man. So with no further said, let's meet the crew. Dan, what's going on tonight, sir? How are you tonight, bro? What's going on?
I'm doing great, guys. How's everybody doing?
See Dan rocking the Rangers hat.
Yeah, I got shit on my head.
They're in first place though. So
Yeah, whatever.
for right now,
Can't eat too much.
this is what we're doing right now. So
they're first place in their division, but that's it.
yes.
Oh boy, there's always
Hey.
9-2 or something like that.
1994.
Oh,
it's been 29 years since we won the cup. You know what? When you introduce Junior, what's up, bro? How are you? Good evening, sir. How are you?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Y'all good?
Man, we good. We're doing good, bro. The DA, what's up, bro? How are you, man?
I'm here, man. Another day, another dollar. You know, everything bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? Trying to move forward, positive direction.
You know it, man. You know it. D-Dubs has joined us, but he looked like he got some back noise stuff going on, so he'll be on there shortly. Mike Mills and the Angry One will not be with us tonight. Hey, we're gonna talk some hockey tonight. We got Dan with hockey. We're gonna talk some NBA basketball when Ryan, our NBA contributor, he comes through at 8:00. We'll also discuss some college Week 10 predictions and college Week 11 predictions and NFL Week 10 predictions. Hey, if you're watching the football game tonight, my hat's off to you, because I won't. I'm just sorry. I know this is a sports show. I know it is. I know it's a sports show. I can't do it. Why can't they flex these games out? I know we did. I'm sorry.
Thursday, that'd be crazy, because you got to know what you're doing at the beginning of the week, man. Like, you just can be, you know what? You guys, we're going to play.
I get the logistics stuff and all that stuff, but this is awful, bro. This is awful. When we get to football, we'll get to that. Dan, take it away with the NHL, sir.
I just think of the Thursday night shit show.
Every Thursday.
Combined 3 and 14. Let's go.
Oh, excuse me, Dan.
There you go, Dan.
And the Mad Hatter's here.
Yeah, the Mad Hatter's here. What hat you got?
What's that? Missouri?
No, this is the Boston Bruins, because the hockey man is on tonight, so we got to talk about the 10-1 Boston Bruins. That's where we going at. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, God. Fuck. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, Mama Warren.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're just going to, for real, we're just going to get to the end of the season and burn that hat like they burned this season last year.
Yeah,
Wait
till the playoffs. No, like we were talking, the last time I was on about power rankings and stuff. Like, we're about what, a little over 8 through the season. Like
Yes.
some anywhere from 10 to 13 games played so far. So really, this isn't like a full power ranking. This is probably 1 through 8, and then probably what, 20 that are kind of like jumbled together, that the records are very similar.
Yeah.
Not really a whole lot of like points distancing themselves. And then you got the shit show at the end where you got the 3 teams that are not in double digits in points yet. And we'll get to those in a little bit. But like Kevin was saying, and D-Dub's got his Bruins hat on. Like probably the first 8, like the Knights, Vegas, I would say they're the top team in the league. They've lost 2 in a row, but they're still the team to beat, the reigning champs. So we'll see how it goes. Like Logan Thompson and both Aiden Hill are combined 11-2. Like Aiden Hill's got a 197 goals against, 0.934 save percentage, and a shutout. So their tandem is playing real well, and that they're playing real well in front of them. I think
23 points, man.
Yeah, like Carlson, he's lighting it up for them as far as the leading scorer, and Eichel's not too far behind. What was it? He's got like 16 points in 12 or 14 games, so a little over a point a game for Carlson, William, and that Eichel's got exactly 15. So you're looking at point per game for him, and they're doing decent. Like their goals for, they're like 3rd in the league, and goals against, they're 9th. So after the hangover of playing a lot of hockey the last season, they're doing really well out the gate. Second, I would have to go with the Bruins, and with them, it's kind of the same thing. Their goaltending team is just lighting it up. Swayman and Allmark, I mean, it's ridiculous. I think, what is it? Swayman is 6-0 with a 149 goals against and a .952 percentage and a shutout. And Allmark's, his is a little bit higher at 2.30 goals against and a .926 save percentage. With them, they're scoring a little bit more drawn out over the roster. Pasternak has 17, and then the Rat, he's got 11.
The Rat.
Yeah, Marchand. He's wearing the big C for the cheese. Well, I'll get to him because somebody should have laid his ass out the other night in Toronto. But anyway, everybody else is like 8 points and below, but it's spread out. They've got like a full lineup, a bunch of young kids playing.
Hey, what's up with Charlie? Yeah.
He's doing all right. I mean, as a defenseman, he's played 9 games. He's been out like 3 games, but he's got 8 points. He's a +6.
Is he on suspension or going to be suspended?
He got suspended. What was it? 4 games to start, and then he appealed it. And I'm not sure.
Got it.
Not sure exactly if they reduced it or not. And it was kind of I would classify that as a dirty hit. Putting your shoulder in somebody's jaw that's not really looking at you.
He said it was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, and but that's not the type of player he is.
I said sorry.
I said sorry. Come on.
Sorry, your teeth are missing, but
Yeah.
And then we'll get to the blue shirts. They're 9-2-1.
There you go.
Panarin's got 20 points so far in 12 games. Their issue is the injuries are starting to pile up.
Injury bug has hit the Rangers. Yes.
Fox, he went out against the Canes. So did Hedel. Then Shesterkin's been out day to day. And then I saw where they have Jonathan Quick, who was 3-0 with a shutout in his short stint backing him up. But he's day to day now. But you're in good hands. You know who's in your playing goal for you tonight. Mr. Spicy Korean barbecue, Louis Domingue.
Yeah, this guy's a jerk off, man.
Oh boy.
What team did he beat? What team did he beat in the playoffs? As the backup coming in after everybody was injured, I can't remember, but
yeah, I'm sure you can.
He's solid.
I bet.
Yeah, just solid. Just solid.
Yeah, and then like the next two teams are kind of like interchangeable, I would say. But I would say like the Canucks and the Kings at 4 and 5. Like the Canucks, man, they've been playing crazy good. Like everybody's healthy. Demko's playing great in net. What is it? They're first, I think, for goals for, and second in goals against. So you know the object is score more goals than the other team. Well, they are scoring more goals than anybody, and they're giving up the second fewest. So, and they're what? It's 2-1, I think, in Ottawa tonight. But they've got like with Vancouver, they got like 5 guys that have double-digit points already in 12 games. Elias Pettersson, he's got 21 in 12 games. Quinn Hughes, Jack Hughes for the Devils, his brother, he's got 20, and he's a plus 16 already.
Yeah, I think his brother Hughes got hurt, got crashed to the boards. He's gonna be out for a couple.
Yeah, he got that, and it was a Colin. It was the Avs, but it was I think
He got
Colin.
smashed.
He
Yeah.
put him in the boards. They didn't suspend him. He got
No.
fined. And then JT Miller, he's got 18 points. Brock Besser's got 15. Hronik's got 13. You know, as surprises, that would be probably my surprise team so far this year because they have struggled the last few years. And it seems like, you know, they got Tocchet as the coach, got them buying into his philosophy. They're playing well, playing good defensively. And offensively, you know, they've been able to, you know, run the score up and run them up, fill them in, as Shorzy says. But that's kind of the surprise team. And then you got the Kings. They're 8-2-2. Talbot has been playing well for them. You know, 7-2 with a 2.03 goals against, 930 save percentage, and a shutout. You know, Kempe and Kopitar, they've been playing really well. We actually play them here tonight in 10:30 in LA. The Pens do, so we'll see how that goes. But that was kind of like I look at their roster and it's like they got a lot of young guys that are not like household names like in years past that the Kings had, but they're playing really well.
Right.
And then you got the Avs at 6 at 8-3, and then you got the Stars at 7-3-1 at number 7. And then I got the Canes at number 8 at 8-5. But, you know, Freddie Anderson's out with blood clots. Pesci got hurt and had surgery, so he's been out. But, you know, they've been able to withstand. And then kind of after that, you know, I did kind of like the top 10. I got the Devils at number 9 at 7-4-1. And then at 10, you know, this was kind of like trying to pick between, you know, 15 teams who deserves, you know, to be number 10. But I gave it to the Leafs, you know, just – man, like I was watching.
Did it hurt you to do that?
Yes, it actually did because
It hurt him, man.
I watched them play last night. And I think Kevin, we talked about this. They played
Yes.
Ottawa, and wow, like they got the they got the forwards that can put the puck in the net. But oh my God, like Wall, their goaltender of the future, he gave up 6. And, you know, when I was talking to Kevin, all I could see was Steve Dangle from the Steve Dangle podcast going, if you're the goaltender, tend the goal.
Yeah, well,
Because Wald went out to play a puck, and the guy snuck behind him, tapped his stick, passed it right out in front, and he got a tap in. They lost 6-3.
it was over.
And really, they're 6-5-2, and they could really be 5-6-2 because the other night they played Tampa, and Samsonov got lit up. I think it was 4-1 after the first. He gave up 4 on 12 shots, and they pulled him, and they put Wall in, and he gave up 1 the rest of the way, and they ended up winning in overtime. You know, lucky for them, they do have Matthews, Marner, Nylander, you know, Tavares, and those guys that, you know, they can't sustain that for the full year. Like Klingberg, they signed him from Anaheim, and then before that, he was in Dallas, and I thought he was a good defenseman, but like he's been in like an orange cone on the ice. They're just running drills around him, and I'm just like, come on, dude, you got to do something. And like, you know, Giordano, he had one bank off his skate last night from, you know, into the net. Not the goaltender's fault, but it's like their back end and their goaltending has been their downfall for probably the last 6 seasons, and it's not going to get any better because they can't possibly spend any money because it's all, the forwards they got that, are 9 million, 11 million, 13 million. You got all this money wrapped up in 4 guys. I would not be shocked, surprised at all
Be trade.
if Nylander, because he's due a contract this year coming up at the end, that he gets moved by the deadline, free up some cap space, maybe get the good defensive player.
Boy, that sounds familiar, man.
Yeah, so
all this money tied up in 4 guys. But I'll digress. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dan.
I know, but kind of like I was talking earlier, like Canucks are the surprise team. I think Detroit and Anaheim are up there as a surprise team that struggled last year, but like Detroit 7-5-1, Anaheim 7-5-0. They played the Pens 2 nights ago. John Gibson was fantastic. He just had a little bleeder go between his legs, and then Crosby scored one from center ice on a backhand for the empty net goal. They could have very easily won that game, and they were on like a 6-game heater too. Like they had won 6 straight, so they got it kind of figured out. Now, kind of getting into the stinkers.
Start off with the Flyers, who lost to the San Jose the other night. How about that? Start off with that one.
But that's the second time they lost to an 0-10 team.
I saw that.
They lost to the Coyotes, I think, a couple years ago.
Wow.
I mean, Philly's 5-7-1 with 11 points.
Yeah,
they're not horrible. But blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. That's the way it works. But you watch the WWE or whatever, and they got Hell in a Cell and the retirement match, the retirement matches. We got
way the hell.
Yeah, we got one tonight. It's the loser leaves town.
Who's up?
Edmonton plays San Jose.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Are we relegating one of those teams to like the IHL if they don't win? That's what we're doing.
You skipped the
I,
AHL, huh?
I would say probably if San Jose loses, move them to Canada, move them to Quebec. If Edmonton loses, you got to move them to the States. That's kind of like the punishment for losing this game. This is like the Thursday night football game. They are combined 3 wins, 18 losses, and 2 overtime losses. They combined for 8 points.
Oh,
combined goals for is 43. San Jose is negative 42 in goals for and against.
Oh yeah,
Edmonton minus 18.
They should never let them play each other, huh?
I don't know, dude. Shuffleboard on the Love Boat would be better to watch than this game.
Yeah, they should never let those 2 teams play.
And what's scary though is
got awful.
Edmonton is such disarray right now that it's like McDavid's got 10 points, I think, 2 goals, 8 assists, or something like that, in 9 games. And then Draisaitl, he's really not doing anything either. He's got 14 points, and their goaltending is absolute. This is the only team that's probably worse than Toronto as far as the goaltending. Because Skinner is 1-4 with a 3.99 goals against and an 856 save percentage. Jack Campbell is 1-4 also, but he's 4.50 goals against and a .873 save percentage.
Yeah, but with Connor McDavid and Draisaitl on the team, come on, man, stop.
Well, it's one of those things. It's hard to figure out. What is the problem? Because you got arguably 2 of the best players in the league the last couple of years.
Yeah.
That's been tearing up the points and, all that other good stuff, the accolades. But right now it's they're so frustrated. They were starting shit with Vancouver the other night. And then,
Captain Picard can't save them, but I'm saying, man.
And the coach was losing his mind and got thrown out of the game. And it's just you could just see the frustration boiling over with that team that you got to change the voice behind the bench.
We're not even a quarter way through the season.
Yeah. But we talked about, you can't make the playoffs at the beginning of the season, but you can sure miss them.
Yeah.
These clowns, one team's got 3 points and the other one's got 5.
Yes.
That's a big, like the team that's leading this division has 23. The bottom team in the playoffs right now has 14. So they're 9 points behind. So that they got to win 5 games and hope that other team loses 5 games to catch them. So like the hole was getting deep for Edmonton. Whether they can, go on a roll and win 10 straight or whatever and get themselves out of it, who knows? But they got to do something because they got the same issue as Toronto. The goaltending's not very good, and the defense is not playing well in front of them. And like I saw a highlight the other night, it might have been a Vancouver game, but it was Bouchard, the defenseman, where the puck and play was going in the zone, and the guy that passed the puck to the wide side skated right past Bouchard, who was just drifting, and watched that guy skate right in front of him and take the pass back across the middle into an empty net. Like he didn't even try to defend the guy. It was lazy at best.
Mm.
It's not being aware. It's
that's definitely
no, it's no urgency. To play. To get your head turned around and be like, oh, this guy's driving the net. That's my guy. I got to get him. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Got you. Anything else, Dan?
Well, I was going to say, I did see with a Kraken, Jordan Eberle got cut in the leg in practice with a skate.
Was it on purpose?
No, they were in practice.
Okay.
But he's gonna be out for a little bit, and they called Shane Wright, their draft pick from the inaugural season, their number 1 pick, back up. So we'll see if he gets a shot. That's another, like Calgary, Seattle, Nashville, St. Louis, even Minnesota. They're all kind of struggling, as the season begins. And like Arizona, usually they're terrible, and they play in like a 3,000 seat arena. But, they're 1 point out of a playoff spot right now in that division. So,
yeah.
It's funny. Like I said, it's early. But things could change rapidly. In the next 10 to 15 games, someone gets on a hot streak. Someone has some injuries and, say one of the goaltenders or 2 of the goaltenders from Boston get hurt. Are they going to be able to keep up? So we'll see.
Dan, a question. So that kind of middle group where like you have like a bunch of teams kind of sitting around 6-4, 6-5, 5-5, 5-5. Of those teams, so you have like in the West teams like the Jets, like you just mentioned, the Coyotes, the Wild, Kings, Ducks, Kraken. Not really Kraken, but Kings, Ducks. Kind of teams that are kind of hanging in the middle ground. Do we see any of those teams, or do you see any of those teams that have the potential to kind of ascend into maybe top 2 or 3 spots in the Atlantic or the Metropolitan? Well, not for those, but they would be in the Central and the Pacific. But teams that are in the middle, do you see any of those teams like kind of ascending up?
Like I said, it depends really, like the injury bug and that kind of stuff. But like in the West, like Arizona or Anaheim, I'm sorry, like they've kind of figured it out. They've been on a heater the last little bit. Yeah, they're like 6-4 in their last 10. But it's a team like that if they can be consistent and keep the games close, because they, like I said, they got a +3 goal differential, so they've given up 34 and scored 37. If they can keep games close like they did against the Penguins the other night, they're always have a chance to win. And with John Gibson as your goaltender, he's proved that even though their team has not been good, that he's been able to carry them and keep them in games. So, they figure it out. That's a team that I think that could get on a little bit of a roll and be consistent throughout the year. And like, even like Winnipeg, because like some of these teams like Nashville, I mean, they got a Riley that they picked up from Toronto, and it's okay. Well, what's cause for concern there that they've been struggling. But even in the Metro and the East, like I think Detroit's still one of those teams that could get it together.
Yeah.
They've been playing well so far. Buffalo, I think, is a team that they've got a lot of young stars that I think if they can get their confidence and get on kind of a little winning streak, that they could start getting rolling. Montreal's playing way better. They're 5-5-2. Obviously, they're 500, but that's way better than they played last year.
Yeah, Canadians and Red Wings are actually playing each other right now. It's 1-0 Canadians in Detroit.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, like Toronto. They're usually a good regular season team, and then they choke in the playoffs. But but this year, like the way things are going, and like I said, they're decors. They got a couple old farts back there, and some unknowns, and Morgan Riley. He seems to be on an island by himself every year, and then the goaltending situation, because that's to me. I saw somewhere where someone on one of the boards or whatever you call them, the logs or whatever, they were picking, oh, it's going to be Toronto and Edmonton this year. And I was like, okay, so they're going to be,
I'm not.
They battling for the number one draft choice, or are we talking playoffs?
Exactly.
There's going to have to be a change. Like they put Campbell on waivers. I believe he cleared for Edmonton to try to send him back to the AHL team to try to get his game back, get his confidence back, because he was the goaltender in Toronto a few years ago, and he struggled there. Yeah. And it's like Toronto and Edmonton are probably the equivalent of trying to play in New York as far as media and scrutiny and that kind of stuff. As far as media presence and that kind of thing, like Toronto and Edmonton are probably two of the bigger, more difficult markets to deal with that shit. And like I said, one of these teams is going to have to figure this out and be like, all right, we got to find a goalie, and if that requires us to give one of the $10 million players as a forward up, I think you got to do it. Because, there are a lot of teams back in the day, talking about the Rangers, Van Breesbroek, King Hangren, they could steal you games. Brodeur, Patrick Waugh. You have that, like, if they could get a healthy Carey Price in Toronto, that would make a world of difference. But I don't know that he's ever going to play again because of injuries or whatever. But someone like of that caliber, if they could make a deal for and get a proven goalie, same thing with Edmonton. You can't. Edmonton's a little bit different story because you got McDavid and Draisaitl making all the bucks, and then you got Darnell Nurse on the back end making a bunch of money. But they got to get a goalie that they can trust, and they got to sure up and play defensive hockey. Also, you just can't hang out the blue line like the old days and cherry pick and wait for the pass to come out. You got to play the full 200. So we'll see. But I could see like Buffalo in the East. Possibly like Columbus is actually not bad after the just insane crap that they went through over the offseason where their coach got fired before the season even started.
They're 4-5, so I mean, at least they're holding on.
Yeah, so I mean, that's probably better than expected. And I got a feeling that now that they finally figured out that Jeff Carter's slow as shit, and they healthy scratched him and put one of the younger guys in, that they started playing better for the Penguins. I expect possibly for that to turn around. But both of our starting goalies, Ned and Jari, are both out. Jari got injured the other night when he got hit in the crease, got a cut over his eye, so I don't know how long he's going to be out. But hopefully he gets back because he was playing well up to that point. It's a matter of the goaltenders playing well because if you look at all the good teams that we talked about, there is a constant across the board. They're all have a great save percentage, and they just don't give up goals. Most of them are one goal or less. 1.9, 1.5, 1.6, but that's the characteristic of winning teams, and why teams have winning records is because they don't let the dribblers or the bad goals in.
Yeah.
You earn it. You got to earn them. So we'll see.
Got to play defense.
Yeah, another 2 weeks, we'll have a better idea because we'll probably be about 20 games in, a quarter away of the season. We'll see.
Got to play defense, though. I mean, any sport, but you got to do it. So,
But like you said, if you you can't win the postseason now, but you can surely be out of it.
Yeah, because think about that. They've got 5 points. Edmonton does.
yeah.
Think about that.
All right, let's stop. Let's stop. Piling on Dan.
I'm not piling on. That team
it's horrible.
has no business having that little points.
Not with those guys on the roster. Yeah.
With the talent they have,
Sounds familiar.
We talk about these teams that have their superstars or face of the franchise. If Connor McDavid decided he wanted to go play somewhere else when he's a free agent, I'd have no problem with that, because he's done everything it could possibly do to get this team to the promised land, and it just doesn't work out. What happened with Ray Bourque? He played 1,000,000 years for Boston, and he found, they said, you know what? You gave us all you could give. We want to do something for you. If you want to go somewhere else, we'll put you on a contender. And he went to Colorado and won a cup.
He got that cup, his first cup. Yep.
And I'd hate to see McDavid wait that long to finally go somewhere. If they can't get a goaltender and they can't figure it out, maybe it's time to move on.
True that.
I'm with you on that one.
That's the hockey dude, Dan K with hockey, as he just piled on poor Edmonton Oilers.
They did it to themselves.
Tell him, Dan. Tell him.
They did it to themselves. Dan, thank you so much for Dan giving us his power rankings and all that's going on in the NHL this past week. So, this past week. So, we appreciate that. Hey, without further ado, we're going to move from the ice to the hard court. The WNBA contributor himself. Mr.
What up, fellas? What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on now?
Chilling, man. How y'all doing?
Man.
Ant-Man.
man.
Ant-Man.
And
MVP.
my apologies for last week, brother. I had my uncle duties called, man. I had to go to my niece's little recital, man. So
All right,
Atlanta for man. So
Yeah,
I'm
That's
back.
better. I'm sure that was better looking than us. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's true. That's
I'm
true.
pretty sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You had to do your recital, doing your uncle duties, man, and
Absolutely.
that's so nice of you. But I gave you some homework to do because
You did. You did.
Ryan, why do
sir.
we have this in tournament? See, why? I sound like Michael Jackson. Tell me it's human nature. Why?
Okay, so the reason for the in-season tournament is just to add some flair to the season, right?
Oh, you sound like a used car salesman.
No, because
God.
listen. First of all, let me just put this disclaimer out there. We have to evolve, guys. It's called evolution, okay? We have to evolve. We can't be we didn't have a 3-point line back in the days. We didn't have a shot clock back in the days. Things evolve, okay? So I'm gonna start off by saying that. All right. So the reason for the in-season tournament is because they're following suit with a lot of other leagues that has done some this sort of tournament, and it's very successful. Especially we all know the ratings are down in the NBA. The ratings are down to NBA. No, it's every year the ratings are always down.
Yeah.
In like the opening night is always good ratings the first 2 weeks, but then you hit a lull until you get to Christmas time, right? And for the Christmas game. So So this is kind of like to juice up the regular season, and it also is going to help, I think, with things that you guys complain about a lot, which is people missing games, things of that nature. So
And they still doing it.
They're still doing it.
Yes.
They're still doing it. But what it is, man, it's to send a little shot to the regular season, because now the teams that are on the bottom, you know what I'm saying, the bottom dwellers, they have something to shoot for. Teams that know that they can't really win the championship, but maybe they're going to take the play-in tournament series. The in-season tournament series, right?
Yeah,
and also,
I'm not.
Okay.
Hold on. Also, too, we all was saying the same thing about the play-in tournament. We were all like, "What the hell are we doing with the play-in tournament? What is this? We never had no play-in tournament." I think it's actually been a success. Ratings are up, and it's all about ratings, right, DA? It's all about ratings and money, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the ratings are up with the play-in game, and it adds spice to the season, fellas. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, players get a bonus for how far they go into the in-season.
That 500,000 is not 500K is not going to help these.
No. Listen, I say this all the time. I say it all the time, man. There's one thing that rich people like is more money. It's more money, and whether it's $100,000, $500. Now, I get it. A lot of the big teams might not take this seriously this first year or two, but these younger teams, the Houston Rockets, who are playing well, by the way,
they are.
Detroit Pistons, the lottery teams, they're going to put stock into this, and it's going to be fun. And then you go out to Vegas. So basically, it's all 30 teams. It's 5 teams in 6 divisions. They play each other in the first round. Then you have the knockout round, and the final 4 teams they go to Vegas, and play out. It's like the summer league. Summer league is big time in the NBA. That gets a lot of ratings.
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
I did have a question or two.
Yeah.
You got a question from DA. You got a question from Dan.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So
what's up, Dan?
What's up?
I my thing is, okay, so you we're doing all of this, right? We have the tournament, and these are games that they would be playing anyway, right? Like
correct,
regular game,
right?
So they kind of
exactly. It's not extra games. It's
just repurposing games.
It's a part of the 82 game season, right? So it just adds a little more spice to it, man. And
they're repurposing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are right. I think the younger teams are because it's something that they're used to. It's like kind of an AAU type feel, I guess. And they're trying to, I think maybe borrow from FIFA and what they do in soccer.
Correct.
I think you kind of definitely have to make for it to be that, you have to be that. I mean, it has to be that important.
Right.
Championship has to be that important. It will at some point in time, I guess. Right now, it would be.
Right, and make no mistake about it. The in-season tournaments in the WNBA and in FIFA, they're not as important as the main championship, but it's something. It's something. Yeah. It's something to add spice. So it's not going to be, we have to win this in-season tournament. But a lot of teams are going to try to get that in-season tournament, and
there's something to win.
Right, and as it evolves, the money's gonna get higher. They might add you get an extra draft pick or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because what's happening, the league is really trying to defeat this load management, man. And this is probably one of the ways to try to do it. It's spaced out. Like tomorrow, for instance, it's another batch of the in-season tournament, and they changed the floors. The floors are really cool. It's just you play with the new with your new jerseys, your city jerseys. So it's just to add, exactly. It's just to add some flair to the regular season, because listen, man, it's an 82 game season. It could get boring at times. And like I said, the ratings are always down from after the second week until Christmas. The ratings are bad. I wouldn't say bad, but just down. After Christmas time, the ratings like they skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? Like the Christmas.
So they're just trying to, from a business perspective, they're just trying to capture this part of the year that they usually lose really bad to football. Like they're going to lose the football anyway.
Right. Anyway,
but they're just trying to get a little bit more market share.
Correct. And right.
I'm not mad at it. I didn't see the need to do it, but it is what it is. If it does that, then
I said the same thing about the play-in. I'm like, what are we doing here? The play-in game? Who cares about the 10th and the 9th seed? But man, if that thing is not exciting when you start playing that play-in game, it's exciting, man, because it's like, you know, you got to win or you're gone. So it's like I said, it's gonna add some flavor for the younger teams, man, to go out there and have something to play for. So I've come around to it and I like it, and I've seen it how it worked in other sports leagues, and it's successful.
Okay.
That's true.
So MLS does it, I guess. The teams, the soccer leagues across the pond, they do it also.
Yes.
Like I said, it's the first time when the MLS did it this year where I actually paid attention to it.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and maybe I need to open my mind. But the NBA have absolutely have give me a break, Ryan. They have absolutely got on my nerves because they say they train better, they eat better, they ride private. They don't go through TSA like me and you. You know, well, I don't know about you because I know you're a big shot, caller. You know.
Hey, the strike is over. SAG strike is over.
There you go. So I just hear all this and then I'm like, Dad, you need something else to motivate you to work. The $370 million you got in salary doesn't do it for you.
You can't blame just the players on that, man.
Correct, Kev.
Load management is bigger than players, man.
Let me tell you. Exactly. It's not the players who are load management, man. It's the teams and the analytics department. They go to the coach on the day of. I think we had this conversation before. It's like, hey, he can't play tonight. Well, and they're like, what? Especially in the Clippers are like famous for it with Kawhi and Paul George and all that. But,
and now with James.
Well, one thing with James.
James
plays, bro. If James can play, he's playing. He's not a load management guy, man. James will not play unless he's really hurt. So I give James that. So but also too with the play, another aspect of the play of the in-season tournament is next year starts the new money coming into the league. So the new network money. So so that's just a way to give the network another shot in the arm. Like, oh, they get it. All those executives from the networks, they're excited about it. So it's an excitement type building thing, and it's not just for the fans. It's for the networks as well. So I think give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something different, but I think it's something that will be successful, especially for, like I said, the lower fringe teams who are up and coming, like the Denvers. You know what I'm saying? The Denvers, the Lakers, your Golden States. They're not gonna give two really. If they win it, cool. If they don't, cool. They're not gonna care about it. But then as it turns into something, other teams will probably start taking it a lot serious. So it's baby steps with this, man. But I like what they're doing. I know why they're doing it, and so we'll see what happens with it.
Dan had a question for you. Dan.
Yeah, it's kind of a multiple part question because I know absolutely jack shit about this tournament thing.
Right.
So first of all, it would be the format. So is this regular season games that they're playing, or
yes? This like I said, like me and DA said, it's these games are a part of the 82 game schedule, right?
But my question is, right. Are they playing the season schedule, or
yes, it's the season.
If they win, do they play a different team that won the other?
Right. So it's group play, right? So it's 30 teams.
Not scheduled teams. It's whoever wins plays.
Right. So it's still within your schedule, your regular schedule, right? And so for instance, the Rockets plays the Pelicans tomorrow. they're in their group. There's 6 groups of 5 teams. So you play the in season tournament games with your group. Whoever gets out of the group, right? The first who gets out of the group, they move on, and then they just keep going until you get to the Final Four in Vegas, and that's it. It's not extra games. It's not adding to the schedule. You're just playing the schedule.
Well, that was my question. If it was this regular season that they called the tournament games, and it, you know what I mean, and they didn't actually, eliminate.
No. Right. There's nothing added, nothing eliminated, still 82 games. You're just playing your schedule, but they highlight certain games on the schedule as counting for the in-season tournament.
Okay. Yeah. Second is what is the benefits of winning this?
Benefits of winning it is money. Like DA said, every player gets another $500,000. Coaches get more money. What else? You get a trophy. The team's gonna be in Vegas for a couple of days. So it's not anything where we have to win this. It's just to spice up the regular season a bit. Like I said, not all teams are gonna be like, let's go out and get it. But I know for sure there's teams that want to win this thing, and that's good. So
Yeah.
Like who?
Yeah. Like the lower French teams, man. Like the Rockets.
I think Minnesota does. I think Minnesota does.
Listen, teams who do not have a winning culture wants to win this because it's a building block. You got to take baby steps with this. It's a building block, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So,
I mean,
we have to see how it works out. It's strange because it's different.
A lot of games.
Huh?
It's a lot of games. It says it's 67 games across both stages. So like 67 of their 82 games count towards this tournament. So I think not per team. No, well, it's across the whole tournament. But what I'm saying is I think it would benefit all teams to want to win this because that means that they are playing well. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like they're going to be walking into the playoffs and doing those things as a team that's playing well. So I think it would benefit any team to want to be in this standings.
Right, but remember, the in-season tournament is going to end before the Christmas games. So we're going to already have the in-season champion before the Christmas game starts. Okay. So it's not like it's 3 weeks left in the season, then we're doing this tournament. No, and we're doing the finals. No, it's going to end before Christmas.
Gotcha. Okay.
So cool. Right. So that is just to get that regular part of the regular season, a kick in the ass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Yeah, I think it's very cool, man. And like I said, a lot of other major teams, a lot of other sports teams and sports leagues has done it, and it's been very successful. So, and the good thing about it, guys, if it fails and it flops, you can always get rid of it. I mean, it's regular game, right? It's not adding to the schedule. It's not taking away from the schedule. You're just playing the schedule, and some games in the schedule is highlighted as an in-season tournament game, and that's it.
So, America, basically, what Ryan is telling you, especially you older dudes. You need to have an open mind. You need to tune in tomorrow. Whoever your favorite team is, tune in tomorrow. See the shiny new court.
Absolutely.
I know I'm sounding very condescending, but I'm really not. I'm going to watch tomorrow. I'm going to. Who the Knicks play tomorrow? I don't even know.
Let me check. I can check. For
you check for me. Shout out to the Knicks. They put that beat down on the rookie yesterday. So.
Yeah.
He played hard, dude. Yeah. Webby was trying to do a little too much yesterday, man. Nothing. He couldn't dunk.
Knicks are off tomorrow.
Yeah, they played Charlotte on the 12th. So
Knicks are off tomorrow. Yeah. So man. So
So have an open mind. That's what
have an open mind. Because remember the old school. I can only imagine what the old school people were saying back in the days. Man, like a shot clock. What do you mean? We can't run out the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And look at the shot clock. A 3-point line. We're not taking any three. What's a 3-point line? We don't shoot from that distance. Everything was in close.
Well,
So,
you got to shout out the ABA for that. They bought some of that
oh, absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah, dunking, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, it definitely helped because Georgetown wouldn't have won. They would have won that championship.
Oh, Four Corners with Villanova. Yeah.
There's Blackhawk. We won that one too.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Ryan, talk about the two LA teams. They got off the rocky starts. What's going on with the team with
They're old and they suck.
Purple and yellow? Go ahead.
Let me tell you.
Wait, hold on. And also throwing Phoenix because they're playing like trash.
Well, Bradley Beal hasn't even played yet. You know,
he played yesterday.
He played yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. So he came back yesterday. So he hasn't been playing. So but still, they shouldn't be losing the games they've lost. As far as the LA teams, Lakers for some reason since LeBron's been in LA, they always get off to a slow start for whatever reason. It's a slow
I thought
start.
You were gonna say they always have an excuse, but go ahead.
That too, but and if one thing is constant about the Lakers, Anthony Davis is gonna miss time. Okay, and Anthony Davis is missing time. He has the
hip spasm.
It's not even a pull; it's a spasm. I'm like, dude, just go out there and play.
The doctors haven't even heard of a hip spasm.
Well, I mean, what is this? A spasm? All right, just rub it out, man, and go pause, but go out there and play. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Super pause. Go ahead.
Go
ahead. Rub it out. Rub it out.
But they did like last night against the Rockets. They didn't have a lot of injuries, but the Rockets are playing well, man. The Rockets are sharing they're sharing the ball, moving the ball. That's Sengun, man. I kept telling y'all about Sengun. That's baby Joker right there. That's baby Joker. But the Lakers
and Dylan Brooks is bringing a little defense to him.
Absolutely.
And they are the most athletic team, probably five.
Super athletic.
It's layup drill, B.
Right. Like last year, the Rockets were dead last in transition defense. They're number one now. They don't give up any transition defense. They're one of 4 teams that's in the top 10 in defensive ratings and offensive ratings. So they're playing well. So let's see if they can keep it up. But getting back to the Lakers, Vanderbilt hasn't played all season. He's a big part of what they, about for their rotation. I gotta say though, man, I didn't like the moves the Lakers did. I didn't like them getting Christian Wood. He had 0 points last night in 22 minutes. With AD out, so you would think that he would be aggressive and try to, but against his former team, the Rockets, and to be honest with you, I don't know what is the affinity with Austin Reeves. Like he's been horrible this season. I know he had a good playoff. He had a good playoff run. And
no one knew who he was last year, so his moves caught people off guard.
Right, and he made the U.S. team and started. He played well in the tournament. But what I like what Ime Udoka said to Jalen Green, right? He's like, Jalen, before the game, he's like, hey, just remember, he's like, Austin Reeves was on the big boys team and you was on the select team. And Jalen Green gave him the business last night, bro. The business.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Wait, Jalen had 28 points last night, I believe.
Yeah, on like 12 shots. It was crazy. Yeah, it was 12.
Yeah, boy. Yep. Yeah. Well, I was going to say something else, and I'm not. So.
I was going to say, I'd say Austin Reeves might have been playing bad to this point.
Right.
But now that they got that $500K in that tournament.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Here he comes. Huh?
He's going to be motivated now.
Yeah, that's right. Right. So
16 points tomorrow.
Right. And like I said, with the Lakers, they always start off slow. So we'll see. The Lakers will be fine. I mean, I don't see them going back to the Western Conference Championship like they did last season. I don't see that happening.
Not at all.
I don't see that because
the West is too tough, man. The West got a lot of
And again, it's all on Anthony Davis. And I will say this: before he got hurt last night, Anthony Davis has been balling. I'm not even gonna lie; he's been balling this to start the season.
You're right.
He's been balling. So
He's been playing well.
He's been balling. But he has to do more. His motor has to be there. He has to play. You know what I'm saying? The player that should be sitting out for knick-knack injuries is the 38-year-old LeBron James.
Yeah, this is where I'm saying we can't have a 38-year-old dude being the leading scorer in all the games.
Correct.
Like that's the problem. That's not sustainable.
And
man is 7,000 years old.
And the thing is, Da, LeBron wants to give it to him, but he doesn't take it. And that's the beef. That's the beef with Anthony Davis, man. Oh, my bad. That's sorry.
Y'all leave it.
Hey, man, this is it's all basketball.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good.
Listen, no,
but
go ahead, Ryan.
Right,
Never mind these fools.
But what I'm saying is though, like Anthony Davis has to be more assertive, man. He has to want it. He has to be the one that the offense runs through. He has to be the one that plays all the games. LeBron can't be playing all the games and then
you can't be a tough guy.
Yes, man. Come on.
With Dwight Howard on the bench. That's right. You got to be a tough guy with everybody. You just can't be a tough guy with him.
Right.
Tough guy on the court.
Yeah, right. But here's the thing, though. We've been saying this about this Laker team, and is he has to take over, and he hasn't taken over
ever
since he's been there. Not
the league, man.
Since what I'm saying, he played well when he was with the Pelicans, but all right, LeBron already told him
when he was with Boogie. He played well,
right?
The one year exactly, Da. The 1 year he was with the 1 year he was with Boogie. That's the 1 year they made the playoffs. Those other 6 years when he was with the Pelicans, he never even. I think he probably got there one time or something like that, and got swept. He got swept. But
I just think this is the Lakers organization issue, and this is for them not building the correct team. And they added pieces here. What's Vincent? What's it? Gabe Vincent?
He's hurt too.
He's hurt.
And I don't understand. If you bring Gabe Vincent in, why did you re-sign D'Lo?
Right.
He's been trash.
Like he had a good game. He had a good game last night. I didn't like they basically. With the Christian Wood signing, with the Christian Wood signing, I guess I liked it because you got him for super cheap. So if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, you can just release him or whatever. But I think
D'Angelo doesn't know what his role is, man. He's like, yo, I'm here, but I'm not sure. Like what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Well, dog, you've been there for 3 years now. He should know.
Bring somebody else in, then you don't know what your role is. Is he starting? I'm starting. Who's doing that?
Then we saying Darvin Ham don't know what he's doing now.
But
he's over his skis.
Yeah, and also remember, any team that LeBron is on, the guard is another guard who's a creator or needs to handle the ball is always going to have a tough time because LeBron controls.
He dominates the ball.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. So
that's why it's hard.
That's why it's hard
to play with him.
That's why it's hard for him to know his role. And now they even got Austin Reeves controlling the ball more than D'Lo. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so I don't understand why they brought him back. But okay,
you could have got something for him.
Right? Yeah. So and
hey, Ryan, real quick, just segueing from that one. What about the other LA team, the Clippers? Can you speak on them? You got four. We got 4 All-Stars,
4 Hall of Famers, man.
4 Hall of Famers now.
You got 4. You got 4 first ballot Hall of Famers. They're all great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're all great in their own way, but it just doesn't fit, bro. It's redundant.
Just a little bit too late. Yes, exactly.
Right. It's redundant. It's like you're bringing in mid-30 guys. You know what I'm saying? And then you brought in Harden and got rid of all your role players.
Yeah, man. So your Nicholas Bethune, dudes that would rebound and just run the court, play defense.
Correct. Right.
Like Nicholas Bethune is out.
So you don't even got $1 million players. You got like $1,000 players that don't even match up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your role players.
Right. And then the fit with Harden. You know, Harden is a great facilitator. He can facilitate the ball. He's a great one-on-one player. But Harden,
no, he said he's the system, sir. He's the system.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But the way he
said
plays,
he's the system.
But the way he plays, he is a system though, because he is a system. Because the reason why he says he's a system, because he won't do other things to help a system. He's not gonna ever cut. He's not gonna ever spot up. You know what I'm saying? He's not. If he doesn't have the ball, he's just going to stand there.
And you know what they do with those type of systems?
Yeah, but that's what you have.
That's what you got. But you know what they do? They end up breaking it up. It's good. I mean, like you said, this doesn't fit. When they made a deal, we all looking around like, what is this? It doesn't make sense. But go ahead.
But one thing I do say, I think the reason why they did do this deal, one, they didn't give up that much. Okay, Batum, they didn't give, and the other guy, I forgot his name. Oh gosh.
Well, Batum is a shell himself. He's not
of course.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he plays defense. He's a big dude.
But that's
he
what I'm
runs the
saying.
court. He'll rebound.
But
like on the Sixers, he's going to do his job. He'll be fine there.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they made this deal for insurance because Paul George ain't never healthy. Kawhi always misses time. I mean, Kawhi had 2 amazing games in the playoffs in games 1 and 2, and then he stopped playing. I'm like, when did he get hurt?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what day that.
So
Kawhi is the least car.
Right.
He don't drive it much.
Right. And for all of Westbrook's and Harden's, fault. So, if you want to say they're great players, the one thing they do, man, they play.
They do.
Yeah.
They play. So I really think it's insurance. Like
when they're
I
out.
think they're good. Yeah, I think the Clippers are going to do well if one of those 3 guys are out with Harden. Like if Russ is out or hurt, the 3 of them will do good. All 4 of them together, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work.
I don't know. I think because you got so many of these guys, even if those guys individuals are hurt, James Harden by himself with the role players, that's to go up against the West. They're not winning nothing. They're not winning nothing.
I think for a game here and there, like I think what Ryan is saying is like they get, if there's a game where there will be where
where one of those guys are gone, it's insurance.
Yeah, James Harden will give you 30.
Yeah,
Paul George hurt, he'll pick it up.
So we just talk about this is a regular season team because they ain't going nowhere.
That's all you could do for right now. Because I still think by the end of the season, with all of these assets, these 4, there'll be another team looking for a star to get them over the hump by the end of the season.
Absolutely.
And they're going to get back something for one of these 4.
Could be.
Oh, okay. I was about to say another star. How many?
It could be.
How much more can you put up there?
They're going to get rid of one of those guys because you'll be able to get a lot for one of those guys. So, any one of the 4. So.
And to be honest, I
think I don't know about a lot. You might get something.
No, but if you do it in season when someone is close to making the playoff run, well, they just want it for now.
Right. It's not going to be Harden or Westbrook. It's going to be the Kawhi or PG because Harden's stock is down. Russ's stock is down. And so the only guy's stock is up is Kawhi and a Paul George.
And that's what I'm saying. And they're gonna be down because they're gonna be really down because they're gonna probably be hurt. So I think it's just a mess. That team, I don't see it going nowhere.
And not only that, it's 4 Hall of Famers who play the same position.
Have we seen that before? Has that ever helped me? No, I don't remember ever seeing this type of.
It's an unbalanced lineup.
Absolutely.
It's unbalanced.
I don't think we ever seen that type of put together team.
That's why I think they did this for. I think the Clippers believe that they can stick around, stay close,
and make a deal,
playoff race, and then make a deal.
Well, they're gonna need something because they need to pay for that stadium.
They got that new stadium. They're gonna be printing money. You think the Golden State Warriors is printing money?
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm thinking, man, is that they're doing it long term. Say, listen, man, by the end of the season, we'll get rid of one of these jokers.
Right.
We'll get 3 bigs or whatever. This guard, that, and that. So, like they'll be wanting to make a team like, if Houston is close, or another team is close, then they'll be.
It's I could see that, DA. I can definitely see that kind of that thought.
I think too for that team, and then Ryan, you got about 2 minutes. We got another question for you.
Yeah.
Also for that team, like you said, they opened up that new place, the place in Inglewood where the Clippers are going to be playing, and they need some star power in there too, man. Because like the DA always says, man, the owners own and they do what? They want more money.
They want more money. Profit. And all 4 of them are from LA. All 4 of them are LA boys. All from LA.
They're all California cats. Yeah, sure. Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
all 4 of them.
Yeah. Ryan, your last question before
yes,
you
sir. Yes, sir.
This whole thing about your man LeBron, what he said about Miami. Your thoughts on that, real quick, before you go. I mean, before we end the NBA thing. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, with LeBron and saying that, I don't think he was taking a shot at Miami or saying, "Hey, I didn't need Miami." I just think he's just saying, "Look, I'm great. No matter where I was going to be, I was going to be great." I think that's I think that's where he's coming from, and people misconstrued it saying, "Oh, I didn't need Miami to be great," but LeBron was already great. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Did he learn a lot from D Wade being a champion? From Pat Riley being a champion? Of course. But I don't think he meant it that I was whether I was in Miami or not, I was going to still have these championships. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So, but he still was going to be great and still be LeBron. I think where he's coming from is, okay, you're taking a shot at me. Be saying because it's like you're saying, if I didn't go to Miami, I wouldn't have been great. I still would have been great.
I think like the question that I heard was where type of player he would still be the same type of player he is.
Right.
The accolades and everything else might have been different, but he wouldn't be a different kind of player. He'd still be the same type of player he is today. Whether he went there or not, this is where he was going to be or what he was going to be was a pretty good player. I don't think he meant that, oh man, without Miami this or Miami did this, I wouldn't have had this. So yeah, I don't think he even saw it that way because I don't think he thought that far ahead of the question.
Right. And and also too, with the whole Miami scenario, when he left Cleveland and go to Miami, he was broken. He was a broken player. He was broken mentally. Yeah. He was the whole thing with his mom and the team and Delonte West and
Boston
Celtics. Boston Celtics. Yeah. I mean, he felt like the team didn't have his back. He felt like the owner didn't have his back. So he was broken mentally, man. And then remember his first year in Miami, he struggled in the playoffs against Dallas in the finals. JJ Barea was guarding him. Jason Terry was guarding him. He was awful. Right, and then they lost that. They lost that, and then they came back, and that's when Dwayne Wade said, "Look, you have to be LeBron James. You have to be the leader of this team. I'm going to step back. You have to be you for us to win." And that's when they took off.
Yeah, I thought you was going to ask about the steroids. So I mean, golly, that's a softball question, whoever. So just it's
not steroids. It's
steroids with Miami. That's the only question that matters.
It's the human growth. It's not steroids. It's just human growth. It's not steroids.
That's the only thing that matters was that question with Miami. Kev hit you with some softball bullshit about something kids. Right? Real talk, Kev. I thought we was going with the steroids question. in Miami, because that's the real question. That in 3, 4, 5 years is going to be the one that matters. No one's even going to remember this crap that you're talking about now.
Right.
They're going to see how much weight gain between Cleveland and Miami, because he was a sure enough a 3. And my son can hit me in the head if I'm wrong, but he was sure enough a 3. Mm-hmm. He got to Miami and he had to go up against West and Indiana. He was a 4 for real. Like he was,
and Paul George.
He was a 4.
Yeah, that's when Pat Riley moved him to the post.
Yeah, because he got bigger to do it.
Right.
Like he did the same damn thing with Shaq. It killed Shaq's career. So got Shaq 300-something pounds, and then he couldn't run no damn more.
Wait, but hold up, man.
Everything else.
But the Heat culture, they're the best conditioned team in the league.
Yeah, but if, weight is weight, brother. No matter how much you weigh, that weight on them bones, weight is weight, whether it's muscle or whether it's fat. That weight on them bones is no good for you. So he did that mess to Shaq. You know what? Now I guess that was just the Lakers moving him out there to be with Kobe, and Kobe gained all that weight. Shaq gained all that weight. It's hard, man. If he stayed Shaq that was in Orlando with the Lakers, that Shaq, they would have won 5, 10 championships.
But remember the whole knock on Shaq was he didn't train hard.
Yeah,
he just showed up.
He wouldn't have to if he was still skinny. He'd have had a better chance at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. He didn't train. He just showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why him and Kobe clash. Kobe's like saying, "Look, how much better would you be if you
lose some weight?
If you took the off season serious, if you woke up at 6 o'clock and trained."
Shaq was in the studio with Fu Chickens.
Fu Chickens. He
was B.I.G.
He was cutting dubs with Wu-Tang Clan and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey man, so what you want to do? I guess Ryan will address those being that DA said I gave you a softball question. Hey, next time you come on, we'll tackle that. DA, is that good enough for you? You have your stuff?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I thought we was going there. I thought we was going there.
He was linked. He was linked to that clinic who was.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is all alleged, folks.
Yeah,
it's all alleged.
No, it's not.
Alleged.
No, that's he's connected.
But they said it was for his wife or something.
Yes,
it was something for his wife.
Yes, his wife.
Stem cells.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
so it wasn't Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds steroids.
Same company though.
Same company.
Shout out to Mom. Shout out to Mom. She's watching. She's telling us that the Panthers are winning 7-3. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Mom, stop. Yeah. Stop, Mom.
Shout out to Debbie for watching. Thank you. Mike. I think I addressed Mike. Yeah, Mike. What did he say? Lemieux?
Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, he's part of the team of the Penguins, man. Yeah, I mean that's a good question to broach. And like you said, we're just gonna do our research and we're gonna come back and tackle this. How about that? That sounds good enough.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Proof is in the pudding, man. But we talked about this a long time ago. So, eventually, again, you just gotta let this stuff play out, and it will. So, and it's stuff to start coming out. The story will come out.
Story definitely come out, man. He is
well. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
Well, the real story about Michael Jordan ain't come out. So I'm gonna leave that alone too.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Cause he was about to be the Pete Rose of basketball,
he bet on bro.
Oh man,
David Stern bet on his own shots.
David Stern saved his bacon, dog. Everybody talking about he was gonna go play baseball. Man, come on, man. You didn't leave the NBA. The NBA had to kick you out.
Well, the reality is, the reason they ain't skewer him is because he made the league so much money. And they felt they could.
Exactly. That's why he had
a lot of people rich. So
but that's taboo, man. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about
whatever we want to talk about.
Oh
yeah, we prove it, but we sure never talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah. He's Ryan Desouza. He's our WNBA contributor. Ryan, real quick, your girl lost last night. Before we get out of here, I know it's early. What's the name? Angel Reese. They lost.
Oh, LSU. Yeah, they lost to Colorado.
Yeah, that bad suit wearing coach. What? Yeah, right.
Hey, but you know who they giving credit for the win, right? They giving Dion credit.
Yeah.
Like
even Dion getting credit for that for the Bucks win.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dion.
Wow.
Shout out to Prime, dog.
Prime in the building.
They said his because his daughter plays for the team, the basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't play. But she was there. She wasn't dressed.
She was throwing
but they said, yeah, but it was they got all the credit.
Wow.
Sanders got all the
Sanders
credit.
family. Shout out to Sanders family.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's Ryan Desouza once again. He's our NBA contributor and our WNBA contributor. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, you're going to hang out a little bit for us. We got 15 minutes. We're going to talk a little college football and NFL. Real quick with the college football rankings, playoff rankings at what's matter right now. Ohio State, they're 9-0. They're number 1. Georgia is 9-0. They're number 2. Michigan is number 3. They're 9-0. Their coach is in influx, it looks like. Florida State is number 4. That rounds up the playoff with Washington and Oregon and Texas lingering around. Washington is 9-0. I think that's what's really going to decide this this thing down here is when Ohio State and Michigan face one another. And do they face? Is it this weekend? Face each other?
It's like in the season, last game of the year.
Last game of the year. Yeah, so that's going to pretty much decide how this. I think how this thing.
Michigan got Penn State this week.
Michigan and Penn State. Okay, well, we all know how that's probably going to go. DA, I don't know if you have the schedule in front of you. We usually do this. What game should we go to Home Depot or clean out your garage? And what game?
That game, I would without a doubt, I would watch that game. Right. So I think.
What game is that now? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That would be the Michigan
Penn State.
Penn State game is going to be a good game. Penn State has a very good defense. They just have offensive problems where they slow down. And they slow down, where they can't score. And I think that's just via a lack of identity as a team. And not to be funny, and I don't want to say it this way, so I'll pause from the beginning.
No,
you
can't.
Okay.
Say it.
Since Coach Paterno bounced, like that whole era was over, like that team. And I like Coach Franklin a lot, but he doesn't really have they don't really have a identity, as to the old team that I knew they were going to run the ball and run the option and do this. Never a passing team. I think with Kerry Collins, they were a passing team here, but they were never really a passing team. So, yeah. So with that being said, I will say this: Alabama, Kentucky. If you're an SEC dude, you can watch that game. If not, whatever the wife asks you to do, that Saturday at 12 o'clock, you probably could get out in the yard. You could rake leaves. It's still warm in the South. Maybe want to put some water and some of that pre-emergent down for the cold weather, and that's that Alabama, Kentucky game. And you could do that for Tulsa and Tulane too, because Tulane's 20, but nobody cares.
What about Miami, Florida? I'm sorry.
We got. I'm sorry.
Miami, Florida State.
I would watch that game, and that game comes on at 3:30.
Rivalry
it
game.
could be a bloodbath. So, I wouldn't commit the whole 2 hours. I would commit a hot half hour to this one.
Well, I'm watching the whole thing of that.
Yeah, but at 4 o'clock, you'll know the end what that's going to be. By 4. All right. Now, the Tennessee-Missouri game is going to be a barn burner. That's going to be a good game. I would stick around and watch that game. I want to say the Utah-Washington game would be a good game if you're out west to watch, or if you're a fan of one of those two teams. Unfortunately, I think Utah is going to get mollywopped, but hey, it should be a good game. Now, Georgia and Mississippi should be a good game. Old Laney always has a trick up his seam. And as much as I talk mess about Lane Kiffin, man, he is a great offensive coordinator. He'll always pull something out of his hat to get right. I wouldn't watch Texas and TCU. I would not watch West Virginia and Oklahoma. I would not watch Florida and LSU. And Michigan State and Ohio State. You can miss me with that whole game. That game is going to be hot garbage. Now, I could go with the USC-Oregon game, right? So, because USC, they don't play any defense, and Oregon plays a little bit of defense, but if we're just scoring, this could be very entertaining, 10:30 Saturday night on, I think it's ESPN, usually 10:30 games on ESPN. And then you have the Duke, North Carolina game, and that's if you're really, vested. But I think actually Duke could probably upset. This is my upset special. I think Duke can get North Carolina because North Carolina, there's no D in their alphabet either. So, those are games I think that you can kind of miss me with because, the wife has stuff for you to do, and I would do it during those hours, so you can be home to watch, you can watch the Michigan Penn State game.
What about, and I'll leave you with this one, D, and that's what I got. No teams are ranked, but they're playing at a storied venue. Well, sort of a storied venue. Pitt against Syracuse. They're playing at Yankee Stadium, 3:30.
I think it would be a good game for about a half. I think I don't know. Syracuse actually had some pretty tough games, and they played well, and so did Pitt this year. I guess it'll come back down to quarterback play, and if that's the fact, I would probably take Pitt in this game because what they'll do is, when things get bad, they'll just run the ball repeatedly. So, I'll take Pitt in this game.
Gotcha.
I would take Pitt in that game, but I wouldn't watch it though. I would.
So you wouldn't watch it.
But that game, hot garbage. You'll be mad at college football looking at that shit. Like, what the hell are they doing out here? So, I would watch it.
Make sure you check us out on Sundays for the Gridiron college football rundown. We just
let me know when I was wrong on Sunday. Let me know.
We break it down 10 o'clock. Usually it's half an hour and 45 minutes. We just talk a little bit about not talk a little bit, but we talk about college football, man. Then on Monday night we get down with the NFL and we talk about all that went on Sunday. So as I say that, with the fourth and short segment Sundays at 7:30 p.m.
Kev, you're gonna just diss me, right? Is this what we're doing tonight, man?
What diss you? What do I do now?
I asked you about the FIFA thing. I threw it up in our thing, the chat, the FIFA thing.
Oh man, that's why I need a producer. I'm sorry, I can't. I forgot. I actually was going to see if you wanted to do it. If you go ahead with FIFA, go ahead real quick, sir.
It's all right, Kev. It's okay. I'm just letting you know the biggest sporting event in the world is happening right now, and you just.
Okay, well,
go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
No, well, you got the center screen, sir. Go ahead. We don't have to end the show at a particular time. It's our show, so we do what we want. Go ahead.
All right, I'll do this real quick, man. So everybody understands what's going on, and this is a big thing to me at least. The Champions League for UEFA is going on right now, and the reason why this is a big thing for me is because I think this is the way all leagues should be ran. To be totally honest with you. So the Champions League is for all of the champions in Europe. I think the top 4 teams in each league are broken down into 16 pools. It's a few pools. And they play to see who is the best of all the champions. So you have the Bundesliga, La Liga, all the leagues in Europe that they play. And this is like really, really good football because this is like stars against stars. And the dope thing about this tournament or the way this setup goes is that the next few teams in the league get to go and play in the European Cup, it's the EuroLeague Cup. And then the third tier group is the Europa Conference League. So everybody gets a shot, but the thing that's great about it is that you get to play against teams that are at your level, so you have better matches, right? The competition is higher at every level because you're playing teams at your level, which is really, really important to the fan because, again, like I said, you're watching good football. Rather than watching blowouts, you're not going to have a 4-goal, a 4-zip game. You won't have many of those. So it's you might in this round because you have La Liga, which is like really fast flowing soccer in Spain against the Bundesliga, which is it's a lot more stoic, let's say, and slower in movement, and the way they play and the way they set up in the Bundesliga is a little different because you'll be playing a soccer game in 20 degrees or 30 degrees or something out there in Poland. So with shorts and stuff. So it's like really not cool. But it's really cold. So, it's if you listen to Jay and other guys that we had on the show telling you to get into football, you got to check this out. And it's on Peacock, I believe. And I'm not here to, big up anyone, but yeah, you got to check the Champions. You wait for Champions League, man. It's really good football. Like, players, you see before they all go play in Saudi Arabia, and in which case they'll probably still come up some way to make it happen. But yeah, I mean, you're going to lose a lot of players in a few years. So check it out while you can, while you got it, man. Smoke them while you got them. All right. FIFA. Yay.
Appreciate that,
Any
DA.
questions?
Appreciate that, DA.
All right,
Thank you for the FIFA rundown there. We'll make sure we got it on there weekly since you're doing your thing with that. Let me coast real quick to the NFL. Currently, the Carolina Panthers are beating the Chicago Bears 10-3 with 33 left in the second quarter. We're just going to go super express here. Not pick all these games, but I'll start with D-Dub. Your thoughts on what we can say right here? No, I'll start with the DA. San Francisco goes to Jacksonville. What's your thoughts real quick on that game?
We got to win. We don't really have a choice. And it's going to be a hard game because I like that team in Florida. I like them running the ball. I like the way they play defense, and I like their quarterback. He's not going to try to do too much. He's not trying to do too much the whole season. They play like a really boring game, but that wins. And Travis Etienne is a great running back. So if we're not healthy, it could be bad. We'll see what happens with Chase Young. We'll see what happens because we got him and we didn't really lose anything. So I think that was a great trade for us. But if we're back and healthy, I think we should win that game. But it's going to be a hard-fought game. But I really like Jacksonville as a team. But I got to go with the dudes. So.
Gotcha. Just a couple of things. If you are a Jets fan or a Raiders fan, I guess you'll watch this game. All of America, you should probably start your Christmas shopping early on Sunday night. So
yeah, get out.
Get out the house.
And Monday.
Dan, Green Bay against your guys, the Steelers. Who you got? What you got for this game?
I don't know, man. We're rolling out the block jerseys for this weekend against Green Bay. The old block lettering, numbers, and all that good stuff. So I got our boys winning.
Okay, Dan got his boys winning that game. Let me go on. Junior, you got your Commanders. They face the Seahawks. Who you got, bro?
I'm gonna be honest.
Please.
With the way we playing right now, the Commanders.
We need honesty.
Yeah, it's Look,
good.
Man, I gotta just say Commanders. We're gonna take the dub, but that's just me being a fan. If I'm looking at the way the Seahawks are playing, I think they could probably beat them, and they in Seattle too.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be tough. Them going out there to Seattle and getting that dub. Mind you, I want them to win. You know what I'm saying? My emotions is tied with the Commanders, but I mean the Seahawks might take this one. Yeah, the Seahawks might take this one.
Especially they coming off a butt kicking last week from the Ravens. So
yeah, and I just think them getting blown out like that is going to just bring a lot of momentum in the locker room, or at least a lot of anger. And I don't know if necessarily the Commanders are going to Seattle with that level of intensity. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Thank you, Junior. Appreciate that. I'll get Ryan a game here in a second. I just want to put that out there for those that Cowboys will probably beat the Giants by more than 40, like than they did before. Giants. Ryan, Minnesota versus Minnesota, both 5-4 teams. Who you rolling with?
Wait, Minnesota versus who?
Minnesota versus New Orleans. That game is in Minnesota.
Excuse me, Ryan. Excuse me 1 second, Ryan, brother.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Kev. We ain't just going to gloss over.
There's nothing to say
about your team.
There's nothing to say about a team that's 2-7. They starting a guy who's played 2 games. The Giants are awful. Yes, just keep losing.
Listen, man, Dobbs didn't even know the dudes he's playing with, and he won.
Well, I can't control what Dobbs. I said it on Monday. He did a phenomenal job of getting on the airplane and flying to what was it they played at? I forgot what they was playing at. They did a phenomenal job. There's nothing to say on this, D. You're not going to try to trigger me. I done passed it off to Ryan. Ryan, go carry on, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry. With Kevin Hart. Wait a minute.
New Orleans against Minnesota.
I'll take New Orleans with this one. I think they'll bounce back. I think David Carr is going to hit Shaheed with the long pass bomb. Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr. Yeah. I'm sorry. Derek Carr. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and take the Saints.
Take the Saints.
Kamara's will have a big game.
Gotcha.
Big fight or big game? Big fight, big. Oh.
Big game. Big for Kamara.
Big game, not a big fight. Okay.
All right. D-Dub, the Lions go to LA to face the Chargers. Who you got?
Yeah. D, what's up with that, D?
You go ahead. Go scan.
$5.
Go ahead and scan the QR code, bro. And give us $5.
Man. I'm not doing the Chargers no more. So hey.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Portal.
Yeah. Lions and the hat is coming soon, so I'm going with the Lions.
You going with the Lions? Okay, I'm pretty sure the Lions hat is in the mail.
Yeah.
D-Dub, were you on FanDuel putting the over-under on the Bears? More punts or points tonight?
It's a 12.
Right?
He's a 12. 12. Yeah. I'm going 12. I'm taking the under 12. 12.
Oh, hey, Kev.
Go ahead,
Kev,
man.
You saw that Florida got approved for sports betting, right?
No, I didn't see that. Really?
Yeah. Yesterday was the first.
Out there?
Yesterday was the first game. It was the first night. So I hit my first parlay. I took a $2 bet, got $30 bet. Man, I took the Nets, I took Houston, and I took the Heat.
Hey, what about my boy Johnson up there with the Nets? Boy, he's a walking bucket, baby.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh no, they shouldn't let that boy out of Phoenix. That's a bad boy. Bad man.
Hey, Kev, the degenerates are going to be out, man.
Kev. You had to work extra. Y'all can buy guns.
I don't care.
Y'all buy guns in the grocery store and shit. Now you're betting. God, Florida boy going to be wild. Boy, ain't got no books in the schools.
December 7th, the Seminole casinos are going to have the crap tables and the roulettes and all
and the
stuff,
crack
man.
tables. So,
okay,
so
they'll have the sports, I guess, betting area in the casinos in all of Florida.
December. No, it's just the Seminoles. It's only the Seminoles, the Seminole casinos. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go on their Hard Rock bet app and bet your sports.
Right, we ain't calling out Hard Rock no more. They're gonna have to pay us for so don't be saying Hard Rock, man.
Sorry.
No, you
Pause. Yeah. Pause.
Just remember to bet responsibly.
Yes,
right.
please.
You ever see them things that say, "Hey guys, don't bet your rent money."
Hey Dan, you see what I said? You see what I said? I bet $2.
He said $2. That's what he said.
I didn't even know they had bets that damn cheap.
I put in my man Ryan out there. Ryan ain't doing that.
That's right.
No, Ryan had to do 8 quarters.
Hey, I got 8 quarters for you.
Ryan goes in his pocket.
That's my parlay.
Hey, sir, how much you playing? Hold on, let me get these 8 quarters for you. Hold on.
8 quarters right here.
Hey,
I remember I gave quarters to a stripper once.
I ain't mad at you. Hey man,
Oh, don't be telling yourself, bro.
That's okay. It was in the BX. Wait.
Shout out to my main man Corey Davis. Corey is chiming in. I'm surprised he hasn't said more because Corey is a huge Cowboys fan and he knows I keep it real. You know, either team. Yeah, the Giants suck. Cowboys.
yeah, Corey, you got that one today. Yeah, I got that one Sunday without a doubt. So
yeah, so I don't have the spirit of the show. Appreciate y'all. We got parting shots before we get on out of here. We're gonna start with Dan, the hockey dude. Dan, what you got for us parting shots before we get out of here, bro?
Well, great show. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Ryan, too, making
sir.
it back. Us getting on the same show at the same time.
Absolutely.
But we were just speaking about football. I know poor Mikey and E are missing this evening, but don't worry, E. You're not going to see Kyler the rest of the season. We got MW3 Call of Duty dropping tonight at midnight.
That's a midnight joint.
Midnight drop.
I am nice. You won't see me do it at all.
Nope. And I believe the Warzone map drops next month on the 10th.
Oh, so that's it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Kyler's on it,
first of the year, you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
But that being said, we're going to get some bodies here later, hopefully, and try out the new game. Well, it's a downloaded content version of MW2. Not really a new game, but hey, we'll take what we can get.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, Dan.
Thank you.
DA. I'm sorry. Dan, you good?
Yep.
DA, what you got, bro, for us?
Don't do drugs.
Hey,
We appreciate don't do drugs and don't bet responsibly.
That's responsible.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Ryan, what you got for us, man, before you get out of here? Thank you again, Ryan, for always. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem again. No problem, man. Thank you for having me, fellas, man. And also I want to apologize again for last Thursday, the mix up. But man, thank you guys for always having me. Always giving, the platform. What you guys are doing is awesome. Keep it up, man. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. And just thanks for having me, man. And hey, another basketball season, man. Let's do it.
No doubt. Let's do it. Junior, what you got for us, man? Hey, first of all, I want to shout out Junior. Junior has been doing the social media for us, man. So those
Nice.
make sure you follow, like, click, and subscribe to all. We're on all the platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I think I'm forgetting some. Twitter. We're on that. Junior took this responsibility from me last Friday or something like that. He's been rocking and rolling with it. He's been doing fantastic work. Salute to you. My hat off to you, brother. Thank you so much for taking that away from me so we can just concentrate on more things. So thank you so much, Junior. But I appreciate you, man. What you got for us parting shots, man? I just wanted to pick you up, bro.
First off, appreciate that, man. It's just, as we say in my home, it's just work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing to me. So I appreciate that. Parting shots. Good show today, fellas. I mean, I thought everything we talked about was fire. DA, you're hilarious. I just gotta say that live, my guy. You my pops, but dog, you man.
Important. Very important. Don't do drugs.
You are a funny dude, man. So I just appreciate y'all, man, letting me come on the platform, talk my stuff when I talk my stuff, you know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe. There's gonna be more content on the way. Definitely gonna put my foot on their necks when it comes to that. So just keep looking out for it.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Last but not least, the Mad Hatter. Hey, I want to put this out there, man. Maybe we give a prize away or something like that. Hey, if y'all can guess on maybe next Monday's show, what hat the Mad Hatter will be wearing, aka D-Dubs, aka Merrill. Maybe we'll
win the hat.
We win the hat. Send your hat,
man.
Hat. So get in the comments and you win the hat. We'll send the comment. We'll send you.
No texting down to ask him what hat he got on.
Yeah, no
texting Anna. Anna, what hats? Go see what hats up there in the house. Anna, don't do that.
Hey, all you got to look at is the standings. Who's number one?
Yeah, right.
There you go.
I don't know.
Transfer portal in effect. What's up? Yo, man,
bro.
Yo, I ain't got nothing too heavy. Everything was good. Everybody have a good week. Yo, shout outs to Mike Millie, and the angry one. What else we got? We got anything I didn't touch? I can't remember. Nah, everybody just have a good week and catch us on the gridiron and 4th and short.
Appreciate that, bro. Like D-Dub said, I don't have anything heavy as part of my partner shots, man. Shout out to Ryan, my main man, for coming through. Anytime I ask him, Ryan comes through, comes talks his basketball. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all my brothers here on this thing. Like I said, we celebrated 5-year anniversary last on October 27th. We've been doing this thing. And like I said, we have been growing exponentially. I just remember the days, I'll say it again, when we was eating on, well, we didn't even have video and we was just wilding out, man. And
we didn't know no better. We did not know any better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So the training wheels have came off, and we coming. We here. We believe. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us that 5-star review on Apple and Spotify. I don't have anything else. We are past our time. Hey, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O. Warren, your host and moderator, for Dow D. Warren, for the DA, for Dan the hockey dude, for Ryan Desouza, our NBA contributor, for Junior, and in their absence, Mike Mills and James the Angry One, Warren. Hey, this is a Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be blessed, have an awesome weekend. Hey, we'll see you Sunday back here live. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.